Okay, namaste. So I started a new stream because I now found everything that I need to work with. I should have done that from the start. And, a troll stopped by and said hello, and I blocked him. Shvetang Shveta Upanishad Shvetang Shveta Upanishad Sahana Babatu Saha Nao Punakatu Saha Piriam Karabahai Tejasavi Navati Tamasutu Mang Vidibisho Bahai Shanatiha Prathamotyayaha Hariha Varhuma Vandino Badananti Kim Karanom Brahma Kutaha Sama Jangdang Jivama Kena Kavacha Samupratishutua Atishituitang He Kena Suketareshu Paltamahe Brahma Vido Vyabasutam Galah Svapavo Nyatiriya Durachang Putani Yoniha Purusha Iti Jinantiang Samyoga Eshwam Natuvatama Pavadatama Piani Shah Sukatoha Hetoha Te Tiana Yoga Nugatan Apashyana Devat Mashakatim Suvagunoel Nikudva Suvagunoel Nikudvam Yah Karanoni Nikilani Tani Kalatama Yukatani Atiti Shutwa Tiekah Kalatama Yukatani Atiti Shutwa Tiekah Tamekanamim Trivuratam Prodashanantam Shataltaram Pimshati Pratyara Piha Ashitakaiha Shada Pilbishivaru Paika Sham Trimai Gapedam Divinimitai Kamuham Panchasrotomum Bum Panchayonia Garabakatram Panchapranolmim Panchabuddha Tiandi Mulan No Panchabuddha Tiandi Mu Panchabuddha Tiandi Mulam Panchavaltam Panchaduhaka Kabegam Panchashadu Pedam Panchapalvamati Mahu 살방지베 살바삼스테 불어하는 때 아스미는 함소 프라미아테 브라하마 짜그레 브르타가트마남 브레리타람 짜 마트바에 주시떠스타타스테 나무르타타 따트 드바메티 오케이 주시떠스타타스테나 주시떠스타타스테 나무르타트바메티 우드기타메 따트 파라맘 두 브라흐마 다스밈스트라얌 수프라티슈트 구슈람 짬 아트라난타람 브라하마비도 비디트방 닐 리나 브라흐마누이 따트파랑 요니무크타흐 삼유크다메 따트 고샤라마 고샤람짱 비아그땀 파라테 비시바미샤흐 아니샤시짱 뜨마에 바티아테 포크트르 파바즈 진영 뜨바에 대밤 무티아테 살바파샤이흐 장진영 뜨바다바지 샤니샤바장 장진영 뜨바바장비 샤니샤바장 예간 복구들을 포기할 타유그당 나는 다시 짱 뜨만 비시바루포 히약갈당 드라얌 야당 비는다테 브라하마메따트. Let me just check how many page 3 right 16. Okay. Kusharam Prathanama Murta Kusharam Haraha Kusharatmana Bishate Deva Ekah Tasya Pityana Diojanat Tattva Bhavat Nasya Pityana Diojanat Tattva Tattva Tva Na Tat Na Tattva Tattva Bhavat Tasya Pityana Diojanat Tattva Bhavat Puyashechanante Peshivamaya Niburutatiha Chinyatavan Tevam Saivapasha Pahaniha Kushuinoiha Kleshai Janamamurutiyo Prahanuiha Tasya Pityana Tuturtiyam Dehapede Pishivaisha Variam Kevala Apdakamaha Etajinyam Nityam Evatma Samsatam Nataha Param Peditavyam Hi Kinchita Pogatang Pogiam Praritan Ramcha Matavan Saivam Prokatam Derivitam Brahmametat Bahaneriatan Yonigatasyam Multilnam Turishyate Naivanchan Linganga Shaha Sang Puya Evenantana Yoniburu Guruhya Sutadu Mopayam Evenantana Yoniburu Evenantana Yoniguruhya Sutadu Mopayam Sa Puya Evenantana Yoniguruhya Sutadu Mopayam Evenantana Yoniguruhya Sutadu Mopayam by Branovena Dehe Sivedeha Maranuim Gurutuvan Branovam Jotutararan Nuim Jotutara Nuim Tiana Nilmitanya Na Pyasa Devam Tiana Nilmitana Pyasa Devam Pashenani Gudhabat. Sorry. Dileshu Dailam Datinivam Salpiram Paha Srotaha Svara Nuishu Jagniha Evamatmani Kuruhyates Satyenainam Tapasa Yonupashyati Salvabhya Pinamatmanam Kushviram Salpirivai Pitam Atma Vidya Tapomu Atma Vidya Tapomulam Tadabrahamopanishot Param. Okay, I need to take a little break. It's more extensive than I thought. Page 4, I'm quarter done with it. About what should I do? Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna take a little break here. I'll indicate it. So How do we change it? Okay, so oh wow, that's what happened. Anyone could comment. Who did that? Somebody changed my customization? Holy crap. I did not know that. Alright. So yeah, it should always be like that. I don't know what happened. So yeah, some douchebag dropped by and said something. And since I'm like doing spiritual, surgery, like trying to revive a dead person, I'm talking about myself right now. I've suffered a fatal injury, whether you human believe or not. It's really, it's your limitation if you don't believe it. Anyway, I'll do that too. So yeah, wow. Somebody changed my chat setting while I wasn't looking. And yeah. Since when? That's the question. Alright, so going back. Because that individual has such negative energy that I just started questioning who's subscribing to my channel. Turns out that it wasn't a subscriber. Somebody changed my chat setting into anybody mode. Please, if you hack me, your race is in trouble. It's not just you and your family. It's your entire race. So, refrain. And if it's not a human being doing it, then if God's gonna even check, like, what do you call it, inanimate objects to make sure they belong there. Sanskrit is that thorough. So I'm just saying that as a warning. If your reality changes because of what you did to my chat setting, it's not really my fault. Because at this point, I don't even know who did it, but I'm gonna get rid of this energy within 6 hours through chanting and reciting Sanskrit, one way or another. What are you gonna do when the energy comes back, which should have taken it takes it could take about a year for some kaimas to come back for a human being. For me, doing all this stuff every day, you could shorten down that 1 year to about 2-3 days, or maybe 2 weeks at the most. It's like kind of getting an international delivery at that point, instead of waiting for a whole year, or 10 years. So yeah, I set that as a warning, human. But yeah, I who changed my chat setting? Stupid human. Okay, here you go. Tibiti yotia yahu yunjanahu patamam manasatatatavaya savitan tiyahu agnel jyotil nichaya agnel jyotil nichaya Prativyam atya parat yukutena manasam vayam devasya savituh save suvalyaya shakatiyam yukutuvaya manasam devan suvaryato tiyam divam purahanjyotih karishyotaha savitan prasuvanti tan. 윤자떼 마나 우따 윤자떼 티요 비프라시야 부라하토 비파스치타흐 비호트랑 다테 바유나 비데카 이는마히 데바시야 사비투흐 바리실투티흐 유제 맘 브라흐마 볼비암 너무 필비실로강 너무 필비실로강 에투 바티에바 수레흐 시르는 바는 뚜 비시베 아무르타시야 부트라 아예 다마니 디비아니 따스투흐 아그니리아트라 비마티아테 바유리아트라 디루티아테 소모 야트라 디리지아테 따트라 산자야테 마나흐 사비트라 프라사베나 주슈에타 브라흐마 볼비아무 야트라 요님 그르노바세 나 히테 볼타 마쿠슈이파트 볼타 마쿠슈이파트 드리루는 나탐 스타피아 사맘 샤리람 흐르디는 드리야누이 마나사 사는 이베시암 브라흐마 모두 베남 브라타레탐 비드바네 스로탐시 살바누이 파야나카니 브라노네 프라피두유. Wow. The style is messing me up. Please don't mess me up with your style. That's sad. You can't mess me up, so you have to mess me up with your style. Prapiduyeha? Duyeha? Okay. Human. Pranone, prapiduyeha. 삼육긋다짜슈떠허 구슈이누에 브라누에 나시카요츠 츠바시타 두실떠 시바육긋다미바 바하메남 비드바는 마노 타라야타 브라마트타흐 비드바는 만 삼에 슈짱 샬까라 바흐니발리까 비발지테 샤부다칼라 샤라야 디피흐 마노누쿠레 나투 짜구슈피더네 구하니바타 샤라야노 야누에 구하니바타 샤라야노에 프라요자야트 니하라투 말까닐라나라남 니하라투 말까닐라나라남 카디오타 비디오트 스파토이 까샤 시나무 카디오타 비디오트 스파토이 까시시 까샤 카디오타 비디오트 스파토이 까샤시나무 에타니 루파누이 브라흐사라누이 브라흐마누야 피비아크티카라누이 요겜 버티비아 쁘테조 닐라케 버티비아 쁘테조 닐라케 사무드 티테 반짱뜨마케 요가구누에 브라버르트테 나타시아 로고 나 자라 나 모르티우흐 브라부다시아 요가 그니마얌 샤리라무 라쿠트바마 로기야마 로구루 바트밤 라쿠트바마 로기야마 말로루 바트밤 라쿠트바마 로기야마 로투 말로루 바트밤 라쿠트바마 로기야마 바트밤 말로루 바트밤 발노 프라사다흐 스바라 사우슈터밤 점 가는 타흐 슈포 무드라부리 셔마를밤 요가브라브로드팀 브라타만 바다는 띠 다타이밤 비문밤 무르다요 빨리부담 대조마얌 프라자테 따트 수타는 땀 따드바트 마따트뜨밤 프라사미 구슈여 대히 에까흐 그르타일토 파바테 비타쇼까흐 예타트 마따트뜨바나 두 브라흐마따트뜨밤 디뽀빠메네하 유그타흐 프라파시아트 아잠 투르밤 살바타트뜨바에 비슈드탐 지냐트반 대밤 무지아테 살바빠빠이흐 에슈하 대바흐 브라디쇼누 살바흐 볼보하 장따흐 사우 갈페 아는따흐 사 에바 장따흐 사 자니슈요마노흐 바티앙 자나스테슈타티 살바토 무카흐 요데본 아그네오 요부수 요베시밤 부바나미 비베샹 야 오셔티슈 요 바나스 파티슈 다스마이 데방야 나모 나마흐. Okay, why should I take a break? But 1/3 done. 드르티요티아야흐 야 에코 자라바니 샤타 이샤니 피흐 살바무르로카니 샤타 이샤니 피흐 야 에바이카 우드파베 사문파베 짱 야 에따드 비두라무르타스테 파바는띠 에코 히 루드로 나 드비티야야 야스투리아 이마무르로카니 샤타 이샤니 피흐 브라티앙은 자나스 데슈타티 산추코짜는 따까레 삼스러지야 베시바 부바나니 코파흐 베시바타시 자쿠 슈루타 베시바토 무코 베시바토 바후루타 베시바타스 파트 삼바후피암 타마티 사문바타트라일 타바품 사문바타트라일 타바품이 자나야는 데바 에까흐 요 데방남 브라파바시조드 포바시짱 브라파바시조드 파바시짱 베시바티포 루드로 마할슈이흐 히라누여갈팜 자나야마사 볼밤 사노 부드티안 슈파양 삼유크나쿠투 양떼 루드랑 시방 다누라 코라 빠빠까시니 다양 따스따누나 따스따누방 샤는 따마양 길이 샤는 따 피자까시히 길이 샤는 따 티자까시히 야 비숨 길이 샤는 따 하스테 비팔슈여스따베 시방 길이트라 땅 구루 마 힘사흐 부르섬 자가트 따따흐 바람 브라흐마 바람 불어하는 땀 야타니까얌 살바 푸떼슈 구텀 베시바시아이감 파리베시 뚜이따라미 샴땀 지냐뜨바 모르따 파바는띠 베다하메땀 부르섬 마하는 따마디티아 발놈 따마사흐 파라스땅트 따메바 비디트바티 무르티우마티 나니아흐 빠는타 비디아테야 나야 야스마트 바람 na para masati kinchi diasmanan nani kinchi diasmanan nanuiyo na jio jia yosati kanchit no sorry kashchit wo Brokusho Ivan Sidabuto is sorry, I just want to make sure this is E. That style, man. Stupid human with their stupid style. Ivan, yep, okay. Brokusho Ivan Sidabuto TV Pishitatye Kasetenedam Bulnam Burushueno Saibam Tato Yadutara Tatam Tadarupa Manamayam Tadarupa Manamayam Ya etad bidura Murta Sete Pavananti Atetare Tuakameva Piananti Salvanana Shirogrivaha Salvapudaguha Shayaha Salvabhyapi Sa Bhagavam Siddhasamat Salvagataha Shivaha Mahana Prapulvai Purushoha Sattvasyayishwa Pravaltakaha Sunilmalamimam Prapatimi Shano Jyotiravyayaha Angangushitamatraha Purushodantaratama Sadan Jananam Horodaye Sananipishutaha Horodan Manishwa Manasa Pikula Kulapato. This style is messing me up, human. Human would choose to go with style. That's humans for you. Kulapato. Okay, no, it's not. As long as it's not kulap. So it looks like kulap to me. That's the problem. Should I say two versions anyway? I'll say two versions anyway. How's the I'll check it this way. I'll check the original script in this. What is it? I hope someone gets the idea why I don't jive with humans. I'd rather hang out with rats. Rats are prettier than some humans. Okay, so this is still modernized rendition. Maybe somehow I could make it. I just want to make sure this is Galapado and not Galapado, because it looks like Galapado, and the human doesn't know the difference between la and la, then the human is stupid. Oh, verse 11. I'm in the wrong chapter. Chapter, okay, that's off by one chapter. Kula. Okay, kula. Thanks a lot, human. Thanks for your beautiful style that makes no practical sense whatsoever. Hurudang Manishwa Marasa Piklaputo Ya Etad Bidura Muruta Sete Pavananti Sahasrashilshva Purushaha Sahasrakushaha Sahasrapat Sapumim Pishavato Purutavan Atyatishitadu Dashangangulama Atyatishitadu Dasha Atyatishitadu Dashangangulama Atyatishitadu Dashangangulama Purusha Evetam. What in the world was this human thinking? Do you think the ancients would use different inks? Like they had, you know. Friggin' human, man. Friggin' human. Alright, I'm gonna read two versions. Purusha Evedama Saibam Yad Putam Yachicha Paviyama Utamurutattva Syashano Yadanan Nena Tirohati Yadanan Nena Tirohati Saivataha Panui Padam Tat Saivatoku Shui Shiro Mukama Saivataha Shuriti Maraloke Saivama Vorotia Tishutati Saivenandriya Guna Pasam Saivenandriya Vivaljitama Saivasya Prapumi Shanam Saivasya Sharanam Suhurut Navadvare Pure Tehi Hamso Lelayate Pahiha Pashi Saivasya Lokasya Satavarasya Charasya Cha Apanui Pado Javano Grahitan Pashyatya Chakushuha Sa Shurunotya Kalnoha Sa Petati Vedyam Nacha Tasya Sati Vetatan Tamaduha Tamahuragriyam Purusham Mahanantama Anoranuyan Mahato Mahiyanatama Guhayam Nihitosyam Janantoha Tamakratuha Pashyati Pitashoko Tatuha Prasadana Mahimana Mishama Prasadana Mahimana Mishama Vedahameta Majaram Puranam Salvatamanam Salvagatam Viputvat Janamanirotam Bravadananti Yasya Brahmavadino Hi Bravadananti Nityam. Yeah, I still can't believe my chest setting was set to everyone. Like, I don't know what, that's bugging me. Yeah, no wonder I had like stupid people drop on, you know. I don't want to talk to stupid people. That's the whole reason for setting the chat to, you know, subscribers are only in 5 minutes. Because if you don't know what you're reading right now on your screen, you're human. You're just human. You know? And you know what you human like to do? You guys to ridicule, like make fun of. That's all you know. That's the best quality of you human is to make fun of. Make fun of things. Like, I don't even want to say things. You know, I don't like humans. So yeah, for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks now, there might have been a lot of stupid humans who drop by and said something. No wonder my energy was down. Yeah, if you don't know what you're reading on the screen, you're only human. You're only human. You're only human. Thank you very much. Chaturtotyayaha Ya Eko Valno Bahutar Shakati Yogad Parano Nanekan Nihitalto Tatati Vichaiti Janante Vishvamadao Cha Pedevaha Sa no Budutya Shupaya Samyunakatu Tadeva Ganistada Dityasada Deva Yusatadu Tadeva Ganistada Dityastada Yutadu Yusutadu. Okay. Tadeva Ganistada Dityastada Yusutadu Janandrama Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tada Pasatat Prajapati Tevam Sutri Tevam Pumanasi Tevam Kumara Uttapa Kumari Tevam Jilno Tanundvana Panchasi Tevam Jato Pavasi Peshivato Mukha Nilah Patango Harito Lohita Kushasata Dui Galpa Lohita Kushasata Lohita Kushasata Dui Galpa Protavah Samudrah Anadimat Tevam Bimut Biputavana Paltase Yato Jatani Puvanani Pishuvan Ajamekam Lohita Shukula Kurushanam. Oof. See, they used a different spelling this time. That's why it throws me off. Where is that other spelling? I don't have good things to say about humans, for sure. What's to like about them? Not much. I like cats. They know what's up. This look at this gula. Gula. That's all I could think. Gula. Is that it? Gula. Because if it's not Gula, a human's stupid. If it's Gula, then I have something more to learn. But if it's not Gula at this point, no, I don't have anything good to say about humans. Yeah, humans just make fun of things. That's all they know. That's what's the best quality of human being? What's the best quality of human beings? A human being's best quality is his ability to make fun of things. That's the best quality of a human being on this planet. Period. I mean, I must be not from this planet. Alright, so the deciding moment is, are humans stupid or are they not stupid? Gula, it should be gula. So they got it half right. Humans get it half right. Let that sink in. Generally speaking, humans get it half right when you teach them anything. They get it half right. Alright, so what does that mean? I'm gonna do from here again, because of human. 흐르당 마니슈어 마나사 피클라프 그룹부터 마나사 피클라 그룹부터 그룹부터 마나사 피클라 그룹부터 마나사 피클라부터. Got it. Sure. 야, 에타드 비두라 모르다 서때 파바는띠 사스라실슈어 부르셔허 사스라구셔허 사스라파트 사푸민 페시바토 부르트방 아띠아티시터드 다샤 아띠아티시터드 다샤드 굴라무 아띠아티시터드 다샤는 굴라무 부르셔 에베다무 살밤 야드 부담 야즈자 파비야무 우타무르타트 바시에샤노 우타무르타트 바시에샤노 야다는 내나 디로히타 디로하띠 야다는 내나 디로하띠 살바타흐 바누이 바담 따트 살바토쿠 슈시로 무카무 살바타흐 슈르티 마르로케 살바마버르티아 뜨시타띠 살베는 드리야 구누 파삼 살베는 드리야 비발지땀 살바시야 프라푸미샤남 살바시야 샤라넘 수호르트 나바드 바레 보레 데히 함소 룰라야테 바히흐 바시 살바시야 로카시야 스타바라시야 짜라시야 짜 아파노 이파도 자바노 그라히땅 바시아티야 짜쿠슈흐 사 슈르노티야 깔너흐 사 베트티 베디암 나짜 다시아스티 베트땅 다마 후라그리암 부루샴 마하는 땀 아노라누이야는 마하토 마히야나 드마 구하얌 니토시야 자는토흐 다마크라투흐 바시아티 비타쇼코 타투흐 프라사다나 마히마나미샤무 베다하메타바 마자람 베다하메타 마자람 부라놈 살바트마남 살바가탐 비푸트바트 자느마니로탐 브라바다는띠 야스야 브라흐마바디노 히 브라바다는띠 니띠야무 자둘토티아야흐 야 에코발노 바후탄 샤크티 요가드 바라노 나네까는 니딸 토다타티 비짜이티 자는데 비시바마다우 자 베다흐 데바흐 사노 부드티안 슈파얀 사미유나크투 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타드바 유스타투 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타드바 유스타투 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타드바 유스타 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타드 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타드바 유스타두 다데바그니스타다 디티아 다데바그니스타다 디티아스타드바 유스타두 자는 드라마흐 다데바 슈크람 다드 브라흐마 다다 파스타트 프라자파티흐 드밤 스트리 드밤 부마나시 드밤 구마라 우타 팡 구마리 드밤 질노 다눈두에나 반차시 드밤 자토 파바시 비시바토 무카흐 니라흐 바탕은고 하리토 로히타크 셔스타두이드 갈파 로히타크 셔스타두이드 갈파 로히타크 셔스타두이드 갈파 러타바흐 사무드라흐 아나디마트 트밤 비푸트베나 발타세 야토 자다니 부바나니 비슈바 아자메감 로히타 슈클라 크르슈노암 바흐비흐 브라자흐 스르자마남 사루바흐 아조 히에코 주셔마노 누샤테 자하디에남 포그다 포가마조니아흐 우와 두봉 수팔노 사유정 사카야 사마남 보로쿠샴 파리셔스바자테 다요라니아흐 비프팔람 스바드 바트티아나드 시나느 나니오 드바드 바트티아 스바드 바트티아 스바드 바트티아 나시나나느니오 시아느 나느니오 스바드 바트티아 스바드 바트티아 나시나나는 시나느 나느니오 시나느 나니오 스바드 바트티아 나시나느 나느니오 스바드 바트티아 나시나는 나니요 스바드 바트티아 나시나는 나니요 아피자 가시티 사마네 브로코쇼에 보루쇼 니미구노 니마구노 니샤양 쪼따시 쪼짜띠 쪼짜 쇼짜띠 무히야마나흐 주실담 야단 바시아티아니아 미샤마시야 마히마나미티 비타쇼카흐 브로초 아쿠셔레 바람에 위험하는 야스미는 대방 아티 비시베 니슈에두허 야스담 나 베다 기무르짱 가리슈어티 양 이트타드 비두스탄 이메 사마사테 저는 담시 야진야허 까타보 브라타니 푸담 파비암 야제자 베단 바다는띠 아스마는 마이 스르자테 비시바메타 뜨따스밈 시장이요 비시바메타 뜨뜨와 따뜻다 비시바메타 뜨따 비시바메타 뜨따스밈 시 비시바메타 뜨따스밈 비시바메타 뜨따 비시바메타 뜨따스밈 샤 비시바스타 비시바메타 뜨따스밈 시장이요 마야야 사는 이루드 타흐 마얌 두 프라크르팀 비디아나 마이남짱 마헤시바라마 다시야바야바 푸타이스투 야프탐 살바미담 자가트. Okay, I'm halfway through now. 요니마 티시 터티에꼬 요니마 티시 터티에꼬 야스미는 니담 삼짱 비짱이띠 살바마 다미샤남 바라담 데바미두염. They use that style again. Stupid human, man. Stupid human. Using style over clarity. Stupid human chooses style over clarity. Stupid effing human. Stupid human. You can't get stupider than a human being. Ask any celestial. It's the smell. They smell like hell. Devani Duyam. Okay, got it. Stupid human. Devami Duyam. 니짱이에맘 샤는티 마티아는 따메티 요 대방아남 브라파바시 쪼드 파바시짱 브라파바시 쪼드 파바시짱 비시반 티포 루드로 마하슈이흐 히라누야 갈팜 바시아타 자야마남 사노 무드티안 슈파야 사미우나그뚜 요 대바나 마티포 야스민을 르로깡 야스민을 르로깡 아티시리땅 야 이셰 아시아 드비바다시 짜투시 바다흐 가스마이 대바야 하비슈어 비테마 서그시마티 서그시맘 갈릴라시아 마티에 비시바시아 스라슈터라 마네카루 밤 슈라슈터라 마네카 슈라슈터라 마네카루 밤 비시바시아이캄 파리베슈투이타람 진야트바 시밤 샤는티 마티아는 따메티 사에바 갈레 부바나시아 고부땅 비시바 티파흐 살바 푸테슈 구토흐 야스미는 유쿠땅 브라흐마 쇼요 데바땅 시짱 다메밤 진야트바 모르티오파 샴시 치나뜨띠 모르티오파 샴시 치나끄띠 치나뜨띠 무르띠우빠 샴시 치나뜨띠 그릇땅뜨 바람 마눈더 미바띠 마눈더 미바띠 수그시맘 진야뜨반 시밤 살바푸 떼슈 구우터머 베시바시아이감 파리베시뚜이땅아담 파리베시뚜이땅아담 진야뜨반 대밤 무지아떼 살바파샤이허 Esho Devo Vishivakaiman Mahatma Sadan Jananam Hurudaya Sanani Vishitaha Hurudan Manishwa Manasa Pikulara. They did that again. Okay. Kulara Buto. Manasa Pikulara Buto. Ya etad Vidura Murutasate Pavananti. Yadang Tasama Tamas. Alright, so I apologize for, getting angry. It throws me when I'm reading and it throws me off because of the style. I don't know, I don't have any nice things to say, at that point. So I apologize. I take it back. Yada tamasutana na divine na ratriha na sanana cha sajachiha sanana cha sajachiba eva kevalahu. Tadakusharam tat sabitulbare nuyam prajnya cha tasmat prasarata puranui naina multivam na diriyanjam na matye na parijagara pat na tasya pratima asati yasya nama mahad yashahu na sanandurushe dishutati rupamasya na jakushushuwa pashyati kashichanai nama hurudistam manasan ya enamevam vidura murata sate pavananti ajantam ityevam kashicid piruha prapadyate Rudra yadate takushuinam mukham tena man pahi nityam man nasutoke tanaye ma na ayushui ma no koshu ma na asheveshu girishoha virana ma no rudra pamito vatil hari havishimantaha manantaha vatil havishimanantaha Sadamit Devan Habamahe. It's very extensive. This might be the second to the last chapter or the last chapter itself. Okay, one more chapter. Alright, so it's the second to the last chapter I'm on. So it'll take me maybe 10 more minutes to finish the entire thing. And should I take a break? No, just keep going. Panchamutyayaha Duve Akushore Brahma Pare Divananante Vidye Nihite Yatra Gudwe Kusharam Diva Vidyan Yamuratam tu Vidyan Vidye Ishate Yasatu Soniyaha 요니마티티시 터띠했고 요니마티티시 터띠했고 베시바니 루바누이 요니시자 살바흐 러슈임 브라수담 카필람 야스타마그레 진야나의 비팔띠 야야마남 짜파시에트 에까이까 자람 바후타 빗꿀받는 나스미느 구슈에트레 사하라티에 쇼 데바흐 부야흐 스르셔트반 바타야스타 테샤흐 살바티파티암 구루테 마하트마 살방 디샹 울트바마 타시짱 디리야크 에까샤나무 에까샤나는 프라자테 야드바나르바느 야드바나르바느 에밤사 데보 파가바느 바레누요 요니스바 파바나 티슈터티에까흐 요니스바 파바니 티슈 요니스바 파바니 티슈터티에까흐 Jesus Christ 요니스바 파바나 요니스바 파바나 티슈터티에까흐 뭐뭐 요니스바 파바나 티슈터티에까흐 오케이 냐쯔짱 스바 파밤 빠차티 비시바 요니허 빠지암 시짱 살바는 바리노마야드 야흐 바리노마야드 야흐 사바메타드 비시바마 티슈터티에고 구놈 시짱 살바는 비니요자야드 야흐 따드 베다구히오파니셔트수 구담 따드 브라흐마 베다테 브라흐마 요니무 예 볼밤 대방 러시아야실자 따드 비두스테 따는마야 아무르다 마이바푸 바푸부흐 구너는 바요 야흐 팔라깔마 깔땅 그르타시아이바 사 쪼파 포크땅 사 베시바루 바스트리 구너스트리 발트마 브라노 티파흐 산짜라티 스바깔마 피흐 앙은구시터마트로 라비툴리아 루바흐 상은까레빠 하근까라 사마는 빛도 상은까레빠 하근까라 사마는 빛도 야흐 부드텔구누에나 드마구누에 부드텔구누에나 드마구누에나 짜이바 아라그라마 드로피아 빠로피 들으셨다허 발라그라 샤타 파가시아 샤타 타 까르피타시아 짬 파고 지바흐 사 비치니야흐 사 짜나는 디아야 까르파테 나이바 스들이 나 부마네쇼 나 짜이바얌 나쁨삭가흐 야디아즈 차리라 마다트때 때네 사 유지아때 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일그라 사문 부부르실두이 마비부르드 티자는마 Wow, it's a two-line word. 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일그라 사문 부부르실두이스 마비부르드 티자는마 Wow, that was like a boxing match in 4 seconds. 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일그라 사문 부부르실두이 마비부르드 티자는마 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일 I need a longer chord. It's getting in my way now. I need to hear myself. I have no choice. 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하그라 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일그라 사문 부부르실두이 뜨마비부르드 티자는마 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일그라 사문 부부르실두이 뜨마비부르드 티자는마 One more. 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 상은가를 빠나스 빨샤나 들으실두이 모하일그라 사문 부부르실두이 뜨마비부르드 티자는마 I'll take it. 갈마누가니아누까라메노 데히 스타네슈 루바누여 비크라 비사문 뿌라빠디아테 루바누여 피삼문 뿌라 rupanuya pisamam prapadyate sutulani sukashimanui bahuni chaiva rupanui tehi suvagunoi burunoti triyagunoi ratamagunoi shicha teshwam samyoga hetura paropi samyoga hetura paropi durashataha anadyananantam kalilasya matye vishvasya surashata maneka vishvasya ekam paribeshituitaram jinyatva devam mujyate sarvapashaiha Pavagrahya mani dvakyam Pavakaram shivam Kala sargakaram Devam ye vidusate Yahusatanum Last chapter. Shashutotyanyahu Eva Pava meke Gavayo Padananti Kalam Tatanye Parimuhyamanah Devasyaisha Mahimatu Loke Yenedam Pramyate Brahma Chakram Enaburatam Nityamidam Hi Sarvam Jinyah Kalakaro Kunui Sarvavid Yah Teneshitam Kaima Nivaltate Ha Purtivya Puttejo Lakani Purtivya Puttejo Nilakani Jinantiyama Tatakaima Kuratavan Vinibaltiya Puyas Tatatavasya Dava Davena Sametya Yogamu Ekena Devapyam Tripirashita Pilvan Kalena Jaivat Magunu Shicha Jaivat Magunoi Shicha Sukashimaiha Arapya Kalmanui Kunanam Vitani Pavam Shicha Salvana Viniyojayadiyaha Jashama Pave Kurta Kaimanashaha Kaimakushoya Yati Sa Tatatvatoniyaha Adiha Sa Samyoga Nimitita Hetuha Parisatri Kala Dakalopi Durashataha Tam Peshivaru Pam Pavaputami Duyam Devam Sivachitasatamupasya Pulvama Stupid human stopping me. Mom, stupid humans trying to stop me. What can I do? Papa to me to duyam. Where is duyam? I don't see duyam, stupid human. Gutam. 5. Duyam. I don't see duyam. Yeah, this human's gonna get his comeuppance. What's stupider than a human being? I have no idea. Stupid human. Okay, here we go. Oh. Duyam, got it. Stupid humans would choose style over clarity. Effing humans. Tam Vishivarupam Pavaputami Duyam Devam Svachitasatamupasya Svachitasatamupasya Pulvama Sa Vurukushakala Kurutipiha Vurukushakala Kurutipiha Paronio Yasmat Prapanchaha Paribaltate Yama Talmavaham Papanudam Pavesham Chinyatvat Masatamad Murutam Chinyatva 지냐드바 드마스타무르땀 비시바타마 다미시바 다미시바라눔 파라맘 마헤시바람땀 데바타남 파라맘짜 다이바땀 파팀 파티남 파라맘 파라스타드 비드바 파라스타드 비다마 데밤 부반의 샤미두염. Is that the same word? Same character? Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm not gonna look that up if that's the case. Stupid human. What did they do whenever they won with Devanagari, you know? Na tasya karyam karanom cha vidyate na tatsamashi-cha pyatikashi-cha durushyate parasya shakutil vivitai va shruyate sva bhaviki jiñana balikriya cha na tasya kashichet patirasati loke na Jeshita naiva cha tasya lingangam sakaranam karana thipa thipo na jasya kasachinjanita na cha thipaha yasutanan tu na pa iva tanun tu piha pratana jaiha siva pavataha deva ekaha siva ma puranoti sa no tathatu brahma pyayama eka eko devaha sarva bhuteshu gutaha sarva vyapi sarva bhutanantaratma kalma thyakushaha sarva bhuta thivasaha sakushui ceta kevalo nirgunashicca ekon pashi nishikriyanam bahunamekam bijam bahutha yah karoti tamatmastam yenupashyananti thirasateshvam sukham shashvatam netareshvam nityo nityanam chetanam eko bahunam yo vidathati kaman tatkaranam 상응키야 요가 티가미암 지냐트바 대밤 무지야테 살바바샤이흐 나 타트로 수리오 파. It's that stupid effing human using that style. Yeah, 수리오 stupid human. 나 따트라 수리오 파티 나 짜는드라 따라감 내마 비디우토 파는티 꾸토 야마그니흐 따메바 파는 따마누 파티 살밤 따스야 파사 살밤이담 비파티 에코 함사흐 부바나시야 마티에 사 에바그니흐 살릴레 삼니비슈터흐 따메바 비디트바 아티 무르티우마티 나니아흐 빠는타 비디아테야 나야 사 베시바끄르드 베시바비다트마요 니즈냐 닐즈냐흐 베시바비다트마요 닐즈냐흐 까라까로 구누이 살바비드 야흐 프라타나쿠슈에트라지냐 빠틸구누에샤흐 프라타나쿠슈에트라지냐 빠틸구누에샤흐 삼사라 먹고 셔스티띠 바는 타헤뚜허 삼사라 먹고 셔스티띠 바는 타헤뚜허. How much more? I don't care about the blessings anymore. I'm just gonna get through and just heal and then deal with bad humans later. 사 따는마요 야무르다 이. We're talking about like murderers and rapists. Yeah, that's it. 사 따는마요 야무르다 이샤 삼스토 지냐흐 살바고 부바나시야 고부땅 야 이셰시야 자가토 니티야메바 나니오 헤트비디아타 이샤나야 요 브라흐마누암 미다타티 볼밤 요 바이담시자 브라히노티 따스마이 tam ha devam atma buddhati prakasham mumuku shulvai sharanomadam prapadye Sharanomaham prapadye. Master, one syllable. Alright. 5 more shlokas left. Nishikalam, Nishikuriyam, Shanantam, Nirabadiyam, Niranjanam, Amurotasya, Param, Satum, Dagatanandanamibalan, Dagatanandanamibalan, Lama, Dagatanandanami, Dagatanandanamibalan, Lama, Dagatanandanamibalan, Dagatanandanamibalan, Yadon, Jamabadakasham, Jeshito Yishwananti, Manabaha, Dadan, Devamabi Jinyana, Tuhakasyananto, Pavishyati, Tapaha Prabhavad, Veda Prasada Chicha, Brahmaha, Shivetarota, Vidvan, Atyashrami Pyaha Paramam Pavitram, Provacham, sorry. Samyaguru Shui Sangankagu Jushutama. Samyaguru Shui Sanganka Jushutama. Vedanante Paramam Guhyam Pura Karipe Prachoditam. Na prashanantaya datavyam na putraya shishwaya na putraya shishwaya va punah yasya deve puraya bhagatiha yatha deve tatha kurau tasya ite katitan yatha prakashanante mahatmanah Yaltaha Prakashanante Mahatmanah. Alright, now the invocation. So that's the end of the thing. Prakashanante Mahatmana iti saha na bhavatu saha now punakatu saha viryam karabhavahai tejasavi navatita masutu ma vidabhishobhahai Shanatiha. All right, I got through. Took me an hour and 13 minutes. Okay, should I take a break? I don't know. Shivatara Upanishad. It's gonna be a long reading, huh? Let me take a little break first. Let me drink some milk, whatever. I'll be back. Thank you. So I figured out what has been happening since my chest setting was changed without my knowledge to everyone, you know. So people who don't know anything about Sanskrit would drop by and say something really stupid to the point that it would get me. And what happens is I start chanting Sanskrit at a certain point, and then they get really, really, really scared, you know. And that's been happening for the last. It's not just one person either. It's just like at least a few. So several maybe. Now I know what's going on. So I'm gonna check the chest setting every time now until I see that it has changed back to its normal setting. It should be subscribers only and 5 minutes or longer. I would have liked it to be 10 minutes or longer, but that's not nice to YouTube. I don't like being around people. If you noticed, that's a real actor for you. They don't like to be around humans. Here we go. Shivatara Upanishad, verse Adhyaya. The Brahma students say, is Brahman the cause? Whence are we born? Whereby do we live? And whither do we go? O ye who know Brahman, at whose command we abide, whether in pain or in pleasure. Should time or nature or necessity or chance or the elements be considered as the cause, or he who is called a person? It cannot be their union either, because that is not self-dependent, and the self also is powerless, because there is a cause of good and evil. The sages, devoted to meditation and concentration, have seen the power belonging to God Himself, hidden in its own qualities. He, being one, superintends all those causes, time Himself, and the rest. We meditate on Him who has one belly with 3 right tires, 16 ends, 50 spokes, with 20 counter spokes, and 6 sets of 8, whose one rope is manifold, who proceeds on 3 different roads, and whose illusion arises from 2 causes. We meditate on the river, whose water consists of the 5 streams, which is wild and winding, with its 5 springs, whose waves are the 5 vital breaths, whose fountainhead is the mind, the course of the 5 kinds of perceptions. It has 5 whirlpools, its rapids are the 5 pains. It has 50 kinds of suffering, and 5 branches. In that vast Brahma wheel, in which all things live and rest, the bird flutters about, so long as he thinks that the self is different from the mover. When he has been blessed by him, then he gains immortality. But what is praised is the highest Brahman, and in it there is the triad. The highest Brahman is the safe support. It is imperishable. The Brahma students, when they have known what is within this, are devoted and merged in the Brahman, free from birth. The Lord supports all this together, the perishable and the imperishable, the developed and the undeveloped. The self, not being a Lord, is bound, because he has to enjoy. But when he has known the God, he is free from all fetters. There are 2, one knowing, the other not knowing, both unborn, one strong, the other weak. There is she, the unborn, through whom each man receives the recompense of his works. And there is the infinite self, under all forms, but himself inactive. When a man finds out these 3, what there is Brahma. That which is perishable is the Pradhana. The immortal and imperishable is Hara. The one God rules the perishable and the self. From meditating on Him, from joining Him, from becoming one with Him, there is further cessation of all illusion in the end. When that God is known, all fetters fall off, sufferings are destroyed, and birth and death cease. From meditating on Him there arises, and the dissolution of the body, the 3rd state, that of universal lordship, but he only who is alone is satisfied. This which rests eternally within the self should be known, and beyond this not anything has to be known. By knowing the enjoyer, the enjoyed, and the ruler, everything has been declared to be threefold, and this is Brahman. As the form of fire, while it exists in the underwood, is not seen, nor is its seed destroyed. but it has to be seized again and again by means of the stick and the underwood. So it is in both cases, and the self has to be seized in the body by means of the pranava. By making his body the underwood, and the syllable the upperwood, man, after repeating the drill of meditation, will perceive the bright God, like the spark hidden in the wood. As oil in seeds, as butter in cream, as water in riverbeds, as fire in wood, so is the self seized within the self, if man looks for him by truthfulness and penance. For the self that pervades everything, as butter is contained in milk, and the roots whereof are self-knowledge and penance, that is the Brahman taught by the Upanishad. Second Adhyaya. The sun, having first collected his mind, expanded his thoughts, brought fire, when he had discovered his light above the earth. With collected minds we are at the command of the divine Sun, that we may obtain blessedness. May the sun, after he has reached this, with his mind the gods as they rise up to the sky, and with his thoughts heaven, grant these gods to make a great light to shine. The wise sages of the great sage collect their mind and collect their thoughts. He who alone knows the law has ordered the invocations. Great is the praise of the divine Sun. Your old prayer has to be joined with praises. Let my song go forth like the path of the sun. May all the sons of the immortal listen, they who have reached their heavenly homes. Where the fire is rubbed, where the wind is checked, where the soma flows over, there the mind is born. Let us love the old Brahman by the grace of the sun. If thou make thy dwelling there, the path will not hurt thee. If a wise man hold his body with its three erect parts, even, and turn his senses with the mind towards the heart, he will then in the boat of Brahman cross all the torrents, which cause fear. Compressing his breathings, let him who has subdued all motions breathe forth through the nose with gentle breath. Let the wise man without fail restrain his mind, that chariot yoked with vicious horses. Let him perform his exercises in a place level, pure, free from pebbles, fire, and dust, delightful by its sounds, its water and bowers, not painful to the eye, and full of shelters and caves. When yoga is being performed, the forms which come first, producing apparitions in Brahman, are those of misty smoke, sun, fire, wind, fireflies, lightnings, and a crystal moon. When, as earth, water, light, heat, and ether arise, the fivefold quality of yoga takes place. Then there is no longer illness, old age, or pain for him who has obtained the body produced by the fire of yoga. The first results of yoga they call lightness, healthiness, steadiness, a good complexion, an easy pronunciation, a sweet odor, and slight excretions. As a metal disc, tarnished by dust, shines bright again after it has been cleaned, so is the one incarnate person satisfied and free from grief after he has seen the real nature of the self. And when by means of the real nature of his self he sees as by a lamp the real nature of Brahman, then having known the unborn, eternal God, who is beyond all natures, he is freed from all fetters. He indeed is the God who pervades all regions. He is the firstborn, and he is in the womb. He has been born, and he will be born. He stands behind all persons, looking everywhere. The God who is in the fire, the God who is in the water, the God who has entered into the whole world, the God who is in plants, the God who is in trees, adoration be to that God, adoration. Third Adhyaya. The snarer who rules alone by his powers, who rules all the worlds by his powers, who is one and the same while things arise and exist. They who know this are immortal. For there is one Rudra only, they do not allow a second, who rules all the worlds by his powers. He stands behind all persons, and after having created all worlds, he, the protector, rolls it up at the end of time. That one God, having his eyes, his face, his arms, and his feet in every place, when producing heaven and earth, forges them together with his arms and his wings. He, the creator and supporter of the gods, Rudra, the great seer, the Lord of all, he who formerly gave birth to Hiranyagalpa, may he endow us with good thoughts. O Rudra, thou dweller in the mountains, look upon us with that most blessed form of thine, which is auspicious, not terrible, and reveals no evil. O Lord of the mountains, make lucky that arrow which thou, a dweller in the mountains, holdest in thy hand to shoot. Do not hurt man or beast. Those who know beyond this the highest Brahman, the vast hidden in the bodies of all creatures, and alone enveloping everything as the Lord, they become immortal. I know that great person of sun-like luster beyond the darkness. A man who knows him truly passes over death. There is no other path to go. This whole universe is filled by this person, to whom there is nothing superior, from whom there is nothing different, than whom there is nothing smaller or larger, who stands alone, fixed like a tree in the sky. That which is beyond this world is without form and without suffering. They who know it become immortal, but others suffer pain indeed. The Bhagavat exists in the faces, the heads, the necks of all. He dwells in the cave of all beings. He is all-pervading. Therefore, he is the omnipresent Shiva. That person is the great Lord. He is the mover of existence. He possesses the purest power of reaching everything. He is light. He is undecaying. The person, not larger than a thumb, dwelling within, always dwelling in the heart of man, is perceived by the heart, the thought, the mind. They who know it become immortal. The person with 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes, 1,000 feet, having compassed the earth on every side, extends beyond it by 10 fingers' breadth. That person alone is all this, what has been and what will be. He is also the Lord of immortality, is whatever grows by food. Its hands and feet are everywhere. Its eyes and heads are everywhere. Its ears are everywhere. It stands encompassing all the world, all in the world. Separate from all the senses, yet reflecting the qualities of all the senses. It is the Lord and ruler of all. It is the great refuge of all. The embodied spirit within the town with 9 gates, the bird, flutters outwards, the ruler of the whole world, of all that rests and of all that moves, grasping without hands, hasting without feet. He sees without eyes, he hears without ears. He knows what can be known, but no one knows him. They call him the first, the great person. The self, smaller than small, greater than great, is hidden in the heart of the creature. A man who has left all grief behind sees the majesty, the Lord, the passionless, by the grace of the Creator. I know this undecaying, ancient one, the self of all things, being infinite and omnipresent. They declare that in him all birth is stopped. For the Brahma students proclaim him to be eternal. Portathyaya. He, the sun, without any color, who with set purpose by means of his power produces endless colors, in whom all this comes together in the beginning and comes asunder in the end. May he, the God, endow us with good thoughts. That indeed is fire, it is sun, it is the sun, it is the wind, it is the moon. The same also is the starry firmament. It is Brahman, it is water, it is Prajapati. Thou art woman, thou art man, thou art youth, thou art maiden. Thou as an old man totterest along on thy staff. Thou art born with thy face turned everywhere. Thou art the dark blue bee, thou art the green parrot with red eyes. Thou art the thunder cloud, the seasons, the seas. Thou art without beginning, because thou art infinite, thou from whom all worlds are born. There is one unborn being, red, white, and black, uniform but producing manifold offspring. There is one unborn being who loves her and lies by her. There is another who leaves her while she is eating what has to be eaten. 2 birds, inseparable friends, cling to the same tree. One of them eats the sweet fruit, the other looks on without eating. On the same tree man sits grieving, immersed, bewildered by his own impotence. But when he sees the other Lord contented and knows his glory, then his grief passes away. He who does not know that indestructible being of the Rigveda, the highest ether-like, wherein all the gods reside, of what use is the Rigveda to him? Those only who know it rest contented. That from which the Maker sends forth all this, the sacred verses, the offerings, the sacrifices, the panaceas, the past, the future, and all, that the Vedas declare, in that the other is bound up through that Maya. Know then, nature is art, and the great Lord, the Maker. The whole world is filled with what are his members. If a man has discerned him, who being one only, rules over every germ, in whom all this comes together and comes asunder again, who is the Lord, the bestower of blessing, the adorable God, then he passes forever into that peace. He, the creator and supporter of the gods, Rudra, the great seer, the Lord of all, who saw Hiranyagalpa being born, may he endow us with good thoughts. May he, who is the sovereign of the gods, he in whom all the worlds rest, he who rules over all two-footed and four-footed beings, to that God let us sacrifice an oblation. He who has known him, who is more subtle than subtle, in the midst of chaos, creating all things, having many forms, alone enveloping everything, the happy one passes into peace forever. He also was in time the guardian of this world, the Lord of all, hidden in all beings. In him the Brahmarshis and the deities are united, and he who knows him cuts the fetters of death asunder. He who knows Shiva, hidden in all beings, like the subtle film that rises from out the clarified butter, alone enveloping everything, he who knows the God is free from all fetters. That God, the maker of all things, the great self, always dwelling in the heart of man, is perceived by the heart, the soul, the mind. They who know it become immortal. When the light has risen, there is no day, no night, neither existence nor non-existence. Shiva alone is there. That is the eternal, the adorable light of the sun, and the ancient wisdom proceeded thence. No one has grasped him above or across or in the middle. There is no image of him whose name is great glory. His form cannot be seen, no one perceives him with the eye. Those who through heart and mind know him, thus abiding in the heart, become immortal. Thou art unborn. With these words someone comes near to thee, trembling. O Rudra, let thy gracious face protect me forever. O Rudra, hurt us not in our offspring and descendants. Hurt us not in our own lives, nor in our cows, nor in our horses. Do not slay our men in thy wrath. For holding oblations, we call on thee always. 5th Adhyaya. In the imperishable and infinite highest Brahman, wherein the two, knowledge and ignorance, are hidden, the one ignorance perishes, the other, knowledge, is immortal. But he who controls both knowledge and ignorance is another. It is he who, being one only, rules over every germ, over all forms, and over all germs. It is he who, in the beginning, bears in his thoughts the wise son, the fiery whom he wishes to look on while he is born. In that field in which the God, after spreading out one net after another in various ways, draws it together again, the Lord, the great self, having further created the lords, thus carries on his lordship over all. As the car shines, lighting up all quarters, above, below, and across, thus does that God, the holy, the adorable, being one, rule over all that has the nature of a germ. He, being one, rules over all and everything, so that the universal germ ripens its nature, diversifies all natures that can be ripened, and determines all qualities. Brahma knows this, which is hidden in the Upanishads, which are hidden in the Vedas, as the Brahma germ. The ancient gods and poets who know it, they become it, and were immortal. But he who is endowed with qualities and performs works that are to bear fruit and enjoys the reward of whatever he has done, migrates through his own works, the Lord of life, assuming all forms, led by the three gunas, and following the three paths. The lower one also, not larger than a thumb, but brilliant like the sun, who is endowed with personality and thoughts, with the quality of mind and the quality of body, is seen small, even like the point of a gold. The living soul is to be known as part of the 100th part of the point of a hair, divided 100 times, and yet it is to be infinite. It is not woman, it is not man, nor is it neuter. Whatever body it takes, with that it is joined. By means of thoughts, touching, seeing, and passions, the incarnate self assumes successively in various places, various forms, in accordance with his deeds, just as the body grows when food and drink are poured into it. The incarnate self, according to his own qualities, chooses many shapes, coarse or subtle, and having himself caused his union with them, he is seen as another and another, through the qualities of his acts and through the qualities of his body. He who knows him, who has no beginning and no end, in the midst of chaos, creating all things, having many forms, alone enveloping everything, is free from all fetters. Those who know him, who is to be grasped by the mind, who is not to be called a nest, who makes existence and non-existence. The happy one, who also creates the elements, they have left the body. Sixth Adhyaya. Some wise men, deluded, speak of nature and others of time, but it is the greatness of God by which this Brahma wheel is made to turn. It is at the command of him who always covers this world, the knower, the time of time, who assumes qualities and all knowledge. It is at his command that this work unfolds itself, which is called earth, water, fire, air, and ether. He who, after he has done that work and rested again, and after he has brought together one essence with the other, with 1, 2, 3, or 8, with time also, and with the subtle qualities of the mind, who, after starting the works endowed with qualities, can order all things, yet one, in the absence of all these, he has caused the destruction of the work, goes on, being in truth different. He is the beginning, producing the causes, which unite, and being above the three kinds of time, he is seen as without parts after we have first worshipped that adorable God, who has many forms, and who is the true source as dwelling in our own mind. He is beyond all the forms of the tree, and of time he is the other from whom this world moves round when one has known him who brings good and removes evil, the Lord of bliss as dwelling within the self, the immortal, the support of all. Let us know the highest great Lord of lords, the highest deity of deities, the master of masters, the highest above, as God, the Lord of the world, the adorable. There is no effect and no cause known of him. No one is seen like unto him or better. His high power is revealed as manifold, and as inherent, acting as force and knowledge. There is no master of his in the world, no ruler of his, not even a sign of him. He is the cause, the Lord of the lords of the organs, and there is of him neither parent nor lord. That only God, who spontaneously covered himself like a spider with threads drawn from the first cause, grant us entrance into Brahman. He is the one God hidden in all beings, all pervading the self within all beings, watching over all works, dwelling in all beings, the witness, the perceiver, the only one, free from qualities. He is the one ruler of many who do not act. He makes the one seat manifold. The wise who perceive him within their self, to them belongs eternal happiness, not to others. He is the eternal among eternals, the thinker among thinkers, who, though one, fulfills the desires of many. He who has known that cause which is to be apprehended by Sankhya, philosophy, and yoga, is free from all fetters. The sun does not shine there, nor the moon and the stars, nor these lightnings, and much less this fire. When he shines, everything shines after him. By his light all this is lightened. This is the one bird in the midst of the world. He is also the fire that has set in the ocean. A man who knows him truly passes over death. There is no other path to go. He makes all, he knows all, the self-cause, the knower, the time of time, who assumes qualities and knows everything, the master of nature and of men, the Lord of the three qualities, the cause of bondage, the existence and the liberation of the world. He who has become that, he is the immortal, remaining the Lord, the knower, the ever-present guardian of this world, who rules this world forever, for no one else is able to rule it. Seeking for freedom, I go for refuge to that God, who is the light of his own thoughts. He who first creates Brahman and delivers the Vedas to him, who is without parts, without actions, tranquil, without fault, without taint, the highest bridge to immortality, like a fire that has consumed its fuel. Only when men shall roll up the sky like a hide will there be an end of misery, unless God has first been known. Through the power of his penance, and through the grace of God, has the wise Shivatara truly proclaimed Brahman, the highest and holiest, to the best of ascetics, as approved by the company of Rishis. This highest mystery in the Vedanta, delivered in a former age, should not be given to one whose passions have not been subdued, nor to one who is not a son, or who is not a pupil. If these truths have been told to a high-minded man who feels the highest devotion for God and for his Guru as for God, then they will shine forth. Then they will shine forth indeed. Okay, so that's it. But I'm gonna see. This next one is what? Alright, since I don't need this book anymore, I'm gonna make it really small. 찬은독이야. Let me see where it is here. I like this version. It's more or less one word for word. That's why I like it. Okay, so 찬독이야 is not here, so I gotta do a search. Give me. I don't think I'm gonna do any more Sanskrit studies for the day. I think this is it. 찬독이야 Upanishad. Okay. Sanskrit. Okay. This is what I came up with. Chandogya is here. Now, is this missing any Upanishads? That's my question. So I'll keep this version for next time. Also keep this version. Should I keep this? Oh, I'll save it. That's what I'll do that, and then keep this version, also keep this version, download it, leave that on. This is like work on top of work. Like my job is to read Sanskrit, not do like menial work. Click, finger labor. I don't want to do finger labor. I'm doing finger labor. Index finger. Okay, so I cannot do this the entire thing in one day. That's good. It's good that I'm looking at it now. So because it's got like it's made up of 7 sub books. Yeah, 7. It consists of 7 books. So yeah, no way I'm gonna do. I could do 1 book a day probably, because it's. Let me see if I could do 1 book tomorrow. The chapter is really short. A chapter is like 5 shlokas, 10 shlokas, 12 shlokas. So how do I make it easy for me? Okay, here we go. TV, 잣돌. So 14 pages of Sanskrit. Yeah, I could do that tomorrow or the next time. All right, thank you very much. So I'll even change the title right now. next Upanishad is Chandogya Upanishad. I like the Upanishads. It teaches you how to behave, how to act when you don't know how to act, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to know the reason behind your actions. Sometimes, in real life, you don't have the luxury to figure out what you're doing, but it gives you the right action. It gives you the opportunity to act right when you don't know how to act. Okay. That's it. Alright. So I should save this. Save. Upanishads. I'm saving from archive.com. So archive.org. Not archive.com, but archive.org is the modern digital library. And it works just like it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Namaste.